Hello. Good morning. Buon tagon, everyone. Let's make sure everything is set up and working okay here. Good morning, Sheriff Mongo. I see you're already here. Always first. I'm going to be doing some more Esperanto today, like we do every Sunday. And we're not too far on the course, so if you're just joining us for the first time, feel free to go to Duolingo.com. You can see how it's spelled up here in the corner. Create yourself an account. It's a totally free piece of software, and you can learn all kinds of languages. They've got everything from Portuguese to English to Japanese, even crazy languages like Esperanto. So it's super, super great. Yeah, I guess if there's anybody that knows the schedule, I think it's Sheriff Mongo, considering he's sole parent while I do this. So big shout outs to him for watching and taking care of the kid by himself while I get some time away. All right. So this is what we've gone through a little bit already. We've gone through, this is where Esperanto is going to start you with introductions and common phrases and things like that. And then as you work your way down this tree, sorry if I'm explaining this for people who've already seen it, but for those of you who are new to Duolingo, you work your way down this tree by doing different lessons. You can click here, pardon me, on the, to get all kinds of tips and notes about what you're going to be learning that lesson and other things about Esperanto. And you just kind of work your way down. So as you are going through, you'll keep leveling up. You'll see I've got some 1s and I've got some 2s. You'll level them all the way up to level 5. But the longer you go without using them, the more they degrade. So you could have something that, is a level 3, but if you go months and months without practicing it, it might degrade a little bit. But if you master the skill fully all the way up to level 5, then you're good to go. So, you'll fly through the beginning. I think, as you will with any language, right? You're just going to fly through the beginning. And then I feel like I've been stuck on this page for a really long time. It started with the accusatives and the possessives. And once I started getting into those and the nuances of those in the language and how they impact words, it was it was a little bit more difficult than just learning, like, the word for boy or the word for girl. So I'm ready to keep going. I think today I'm hoping to get animals all the way up to level 1, which shouldn't take too long, right? And then I want to get through food and maybe clothing today. I don't know that we're going to make it all the way through here and test out of these skills, but holy crap, if we did, that would be an insanely productive day. And I don't think it's going to be that long of a stream. Okay, so let's get started. Make sure all my messages and everything are okay. Usually in the first beginning of the stream, I feel like there's like a flood of people with questions. So, okay. We'll just leave it up and make sure. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream prescription. I think we're going to start animal. I don't want to start countries because I'm so bad. I need to do countries, but I don't want to do it because I know I'm going to mispronounce things. And my VIPs aren't here yet this morning to fix it for me. Do you live in Poland, in Europe? Europe is one of my favorite words that I've learned in Esperanto so far because it's Europo, which I think just sounds gorgeous. You know me, but not your name. Ooh. Jay Creed sneaking in. Of course you're here. I had a feeling that if I put this up on Facebook, at least one person would creep in and see what I was up to. You bunch of voyeurs. Good morning, Jay Creed. ¿Qué vi fartas? Okay, so do you live in Poland? So we'll start, question start, Czy wy loĝas? Do you live or do you lodge in Poland? In Europo, Polando. Bone, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I knew you found me through there. So, did you know that I Twitch streamed? Are you one of the people that followed me back when I used to stream games? The Twitter notification gets creed, huh? Well, that's good. I'm glad that because I have the option to turn those off, and I don't want to. I think I'm not so good at remembering people's schedules, but when I get notifications on my phone, I'll be like, oh, I'll check it out. Russia is in Europe and Asia. So Russia here is something that I don't remember if we went over is this would this be Rusio or Rusio? Yeah, because it's not going to make the sh noise. So Rusio. You didn't know I streamed. Oh, well, this will be fun. you see a whole different side of me today. Thank you for the follow. So this is Esperanto. Esperanto is a constructed language that the goal of it was that everybody's born speaking their native language, but if there was a language that was easy and accessible for everybody to learn, then that would that builds better trade practices. You have better cultural awareness. You can share resources. You can share learning. And so it's just this goal of having this language and everybody being able to speak it. And it's really non-threatening because there really aren't any native speakers unless your parents spoke Esperanto and taught it to you as a baby, which is pretty rare. You know, there's only 2 million speakers in the world. That this is a language that is built off of a community of knowledge sharing and people who build up beginners and encourage them, which is amazing. Okay, so I have a baby and you've known me for over 12 years. Talked to me the night before I left for basic training. Oh! Yeah, I remember you. It's the veterans, right? They support each other. They always support each other. Klingon. Are you gonna do Klingon? Are you gonna learn it? Friendly hippies. Esperanto is definitely kind of a friendly hippie version. Like, the people are like, let me share recipes with you in Esperanto. People convert games into Esperanto. There's videos in Esperanto. There's other streamers in Esperanto, like Esperanto does. You're not a Star Trekker? Yeah. I think it would be fun to know some phrases. But I don't know that I couldn't commit to learning it the whole time. I think, I've heard it's actually a little bit maybe more difficult than some people think it would be. So maybe Esperanto is actually easier than Klingon. Yeah, GameStop, man, that's some memories. That was I was that if you're somebody who goes to GameStop a lot and you're familiar with the one obligatory female who's like working there and has worked there for years, that's me, and this is what they grow into. When they're no longer 18 to 25 years old, they're this. Sitting in a room, surrounded by nerd stuff, streaming. Honestly, streaming isn't too much unlike GameStop anyways. It's mostly just me talking to people about stuff I like and then them talking to me about stuff they like, so it works out. Okay, Russia is in Europe and Asia. Russia Rusio estas en Europo kaj Azio. Azio? Asio? I bet we'll come across one of those. One of the hearing thingy-beady. One of the heary thingies. Many Poles live in the United States. Multi Multaj poloj loĝas en Usono. Stresses on the E. O's E. Oh, really? I assumed it would be more of a, like, the A would be the first syllable, and then you'd have, like, the Z. The ZI would be essentially the second. Azio? Yeah. There are many countries in Africa. Estas multaj landoj en Afriko. Azio. Okay, so it is a hard Z, not an S sound. Thank you. Do you want to visit China? Chu, because it's a question, right? Chu V, do you want? Chu vi volas? Visiti. Shoot, I forgot this one. Is this Chinon? Yeah. Oh, so I think maybe that's... So Z is always going to be a Z sound. That's one of the pronunciations I don't have down here. Because that came up in a different word, too, that had a Z in it. Chinion? Chinion. You're watching me at work? Not a lot of people work jobs that you can watch people stream. Ooh, again. Okay, ĉu vi volas visiti Chininon? Chinion. Add an extra N there. Chinion. What is again? Dinove? Oh. Oh, alone in his... Yeah, if you're in an office, it makes it a little easier. Are you still... You're not still in... Are you still in the service? I know you went in a couple of years after me, right? If you're who I think you are. Yeah, you've been out for a while? That's what I thought. I have my suspicions. Are you living with your father in China? So, ĉu vi loĝas, right? Are you living with your father, kun via patro, in Chinion? Maybe I don't know who you are. You went in 2009. I went in the beginning of 2010. So you weren't that far ahead of me.
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas la ĉeĥa.
La
lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas la ĉeĥa.
La lingvo, the language de Ĉeĥio?
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas la ĉeĥa.
Ĉeĥio estas le ĉeĥa? Oh, there's that H we were talking about, Creed, the the Loch Ness monsters. The language of the Czech Republic is Czech. La lingvo de
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas
Ĉeĥio
la ĉeĥa.
estas ĉeĥa. Yeah, I've seen that in a couple of times. I wonder if sometimes they give it to you in the word bank because they don't want it to be given away. But because if I had used the other one, it would have told me that it would have been correct, but it would have told me that I had a typo in my answer and I should have used the capitalized version.
Sofia parolas la polan kaj la ĉeĥan.
Sofia parolas la polan kaj la ĉeĥan.
Sofia parolas la polan kaj la ĉeĥan.
Defensive Duolingo, right? Sophia speaks. I gotta turn around over here. Yeah, it's super defensive. I'm trying to figure out this desk situation. I've got 2 screens up, but I don't know. I gotta play with it. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to punch you guys right in the ears. So Sophia speaks Polish. Polan is the Polish language, right? And Czech.
Ĉinio estas en Azio.
Ĉenio?
Ĉinio estas en Azio.
Ĉenio estas en Azio? You did actually. I think Creed, your pronunciation was pretty spot on for spelling it out. Yeah.
Ĉinio estas en Azio.
Yeah, I think you're right on. So good choice. China is in Asia. I'll move this. La comenzanto, the beginner, that's me. Blank parolas la Italian. The beginner something speaks Italian. So it wouldn't be this because that's and. It wouldn't be this because that's again. So said would be with, right? So this is the only one. La comenzanto nec parolas la Italian would be the beginner does not speak Italian. Is that correct? No. Oh, I was way wrong. I even tried to reason that out and I was super wrong. Trucks. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Okay, you're gonna have to message me on Facebook because now I'm like, okay. At first I thought you were one person, but then I was like, well, now you could be 2 or 3 people, and now I'm lost again. I don't know who works with trucks. So Esperanto selling. Yeah, that's why I have a whole language of pronunciation down here. But honestly, at this point, I should alphabetize it or print it out or something. I gotta see it in my own handwriting or in when you guys break it down in the text in the chat. That helps. Okay, so I fucked all this. So if I thought neck was more of a. I guess it's more of nor or neither than it is not, right? So I couldn't say the beginner neither speaks Italian because I would have to say he doesn't speak Italian or what, right? There needs to be more than that. So if I said la comenzanto de nove parolas la Italian, the beginner again speaks Italian. I feel like is that just an awkward sentence? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, okay, I get that you can speak a language. I'm gonna see what the discussion says on this. The choices for. So this said ni, which was a viable option. And they marked it. Oh, so was I confusing ni instead of nick? But it seems like, so other people are saying none of those options make sense. De nove makes the most sense. See, I feel like I would put it at the end. I wouldn't say like they again speak something because they. Yeah, I think you're right. It can go multiple places, and that's it just. Oh my gosh, look at this dude and all of his languages. What a badass. I have like nothing next to me. Did that? Yeah. Opened in a new tab.
En Pollando, poloj parolas la polan.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if it's an adverb, but your native language typically puts adjectives at the end of the sentence, like it'll say like the cat blue blah blah blah, and like then all the modifiers, maybe it makes sense to say again at the end of the sentence because it's a description, right? En Polando.
En Pollando, poloj parolas la polan.
En Polando? Poloi?
En Pollando, poloj parolas la polan.
Poloi parolas la Polan. In Poland, Poles speak Polish. It's too much. Oh, I put speaks. Son of a. I really got to do. I think maybe this. Maybe before the end of the year, I really got to do a Esperanto cursing stream so I can. I'm not sitting here like. Okay. We know that one's
En
Denove.
Pollando, poloj parolas la polan.
In Poland, Polish speak. No, Poles speak Polish. Do you call people from Poland Poles, or do you call them Polish? Because I've always called them Polish. Hooray! All right. Ah, countries. I'll do you one more time while you're fresh. Might as well get it to a level 2, yeah? They're traveling to Congress in Argentina. Ilia voyages al 2, right? Because I don't want to do N. Ilia voyages al Congreso in Argentina. You've never called anybody a Pole before either? I feel like it is a little bit old-fashioned, but not in the same way that, like, you get some people who still call Japanese Japs, but that's a I want to see degenerative. That's not what I'm trying to think of. It's like a degrading word, right? Or a degrading term. Whereas is Poles, or is that just something that language? Yeah, there you go. Jap is racially charged, right? Is Pole? I feel like I don't ever hear anybody except for old people say Pole. So maybe I feel like, but I guess there is no really like. Is there no Polish stereotype? This is where we need worse speed runs today. We need to ask him questions about Poland, or like calling Chinese person. Yeah, that sounds a Polak. Yeah, I've heard that too. Maybe I just need to visit there. Maybe I need to make thousands of dollars streaming so that I can turn around and journey there and just ask people, and I'll ask them in Esperanto. We like our visit to China very much. Ne trechatas, we very like. Nope, that's French. There we go. Ni multaj ŝatas, I like a lot, right? We visit to China. We like a lot our visit to China. Yeah, if I could make $1,000 streaming, I'd be able to pay off this computer. EO is short for Esperanto, because you can use ESP, because that is short for Espanol. Salutan. I've never seen. See, look at you, Creed. I've never seen anybody just use Sal. I like that. How are you today, San Esperulo? My parents live in South America. Miai geopatroi lojas en Sudamerico. My friend lives in Mexico. Mia amikino. No, that'd be a girlfriend, right? Oh, I guess I don't have any. Okay, well, so it's a girlfriend. My friend, who is a girl, lives in Mexico. I really love that spelling of Mexico. What are you up to today, San Esperulo? Is it breakfast or lunch today? The flag of Spain is red and yellow. So, la flago de Hispano estas ruja kai flava. Red and Flavor Flav. Shoveling snow, huh? Girl, well, okay, so girlfriend as in one that you're dating is Cor Amakino. So AMI is friend, KINO is the girl modifier, or INO is the girl modifier. Is KOR, KOR is heart? Man, what a cool way to just like jam stuff together and it makes a Koro as heart. Ooh, I want cheese and pork. I love both cheese and pork, especially when they're on curry. Mexicans speak Spanish. Mexicanoi. Ooh, that's a hello word. Mexicanoi. Parolas Hispanan. Does it need to be la Hispanan? Yes. Because it's the language, technically. I love that you can mash words together like that. You could be like, I don't know, it's a hot dog car, and I'd be like, oh, the Wiener Schnitzel thing? But, like, you could just say one word. I'd have to break it down, and I'd be like, did he just say hot dog and car? But I'd get there. Mishatas visitoin kun... Mishatas visitoin kun mia avino in Russia. So I like to visit, or I like visits. Mishatas visitoin kun with my grandmother. So again, we have that INO designates that it's feminine. So just AVO would have been grandfather in Russia. In Russia. Wait, what is that an actual word? Tell me you didn't actually find that word in Wikipedia. Ĉu multaj homoj loĝas en Brazilo? Do multaj, many homoj, people. So many people live in Brazil. Yes, many people do live in Brazil. Oh, a Daily Telegraph article?
Ŝi ŝatas Sudamerikon pli ol Nordamerikon.
I like how Senis Perula makes a joke, like he's like, oh, that's my that fifth U is wrong. And Creed's just like, oh, is it? Like I think he was just messing around. I don't think he knows if that is the right U or not.
Ŝi ŝatas Sudamerikon pli ol Nordamerikon.
Ŝi ŝatas Sudamerican?
Ŝi ŝatas Sudamerikon pli ol Nordamerikon.
Pli ol Nordamerica. So she likes South America, pli ol, more than North America. I wonder what she likes more. It's warmer. Mia bona amico lojas in Chile. So my bona, my good friend. I could do my ugly friend. My good friend lives in Chile. Sophia kai mi visitas. I want to say visitias. That's not right. Sophia kai mi visitas Brazilon. Sophia and I visit Brazil. I really wish I had a touchscreen. Oh shit. Oh, Sophia and I are visiting Brazil. Sophia and I are visiting Brazil. My bad. That was a brain typo. Yay! Alright, let's move on to some animals. Animals are cute. I want to talk about animals.
La malgranda alligatoro havas belan voston.
Oh my gosh, MDR? It looks like it says murder. Can I assume that Chovi yam, right? Yam? Konas means do you know? Many laughs. Rito? Non-intimidating. It is very non-intimidating. The long German word, not in Esperanto. Okay, yam is already. Ridoi. Molte de ridoi. Ah! That's hilarious. Now I know how to LOL in Esperanto. 100% worth it. Totally worth it. Oh. There's murder in every language?
La malgranda alligatoro havas belan voston.
Well, shit. Okay, here's some words. La malgranda, that means the small, because granda is large, and when we see the prefix mal, that means the opposite of whatever it follows. So that means the opposite of large. So the small, I assume this is alligator. Alligatoro. Havas belan voston? Voston?
La malgranda alligatoro havas belan voston.
La malgranda alligatoro havas belan voston. Very cool. So the small or the little alligator has a belan, beautiful tail. Chulagranda bruno aranio spider. Chulagranda bruna aranio estas dangera. Because that should be more of a J noise or a GH. Dangera. Chu is the. So we have a large brown spider. Well, La Granda Bruna Aranio is dangerous. Oh, I have my sound over here.
Strigo estas birdo.
Oh, arachnophobia? No, that totally makes sense. It does look a lot. Aranio does look a lot like arachnophobia. Strigo estas birdo.
Strigo estas birdo.
Oh, I was making fun of Beardo, and then I accidentally said... I thought it was going to be Birdo, and then I was like Beardo, and then it turned out to be right.
Strigo estas birdo.
Strigo. That would be an owl? Is that the Duolingo owl? An owl is a bird.
La krokodilo estas malbona.
La crocodilo estas malbona.
La krokodilo estas malbona.
I kind of like crocodilo. The crocodile is not good. So he's bad. I fed a crocodile once in Okinawa. Hi there, Lowell. Welcome to the stream. What are we trying to do? We're speaking Esperanto today. Using Duolingo, some free software that, or a free, well, it's a free app and a browser program that you can use to learn different languages. So today we're going from English to Esperanto. Okinawa doesn't naturally have crocodiles. There's just a guy who owns a place that has one. And honestly, I found his dog in Okinawa, and it was this whole big thing about getting this dog back to him, and then finding out he owned the bar, and then he let us feed the crocodile as a thank you. It was I've lived a crazy life, man. So let's see, write this in English. Mina estas infano, sed mina ŝatas aranio. Thank you for the follow, or for the stream, or the host, I guess. Thank you for the stream host. So me, right? I. Ne estas, I am not. Infano, a child. I am not a child. Mi ne estas infano. Okay. Sed mi ne ŝatas aranoj. But I, thank you as well for the follow, I do not like spiders. So I'm not a child, but I do not like spiders. That's a great sentence. Mi ne estas infano, sed mi ne ŝatas aranjojn. So leathery. I didn't get to touch it. We like threw a chicken at it and had to shut the gate real quick. Those are terrifying. Oh, would not pet one in a storm drain either. Crocodiles and alligators just aren't for me. Like, love them from a distance. I think they should have protected habitats. I don't want to touch them. Will I throw food over a fence at one? Yes, because it makes for a great story and a great. If you ever play Two Truths and a Lie, saying you've fed an alligator is a pretty good one. Does the spider try to eat flies? So we knew it's going to be a question, so it starts with chu. Chu la aranio. Does the spider try provas? Now, we haven't learned flies yet, have we? So, we know manji is to eat. So these all say, does the spider try eating? Does the spider try eating? So, katidoi, mushoin, or abeloin? I want to say we're going to do this one, but I have no idea. Because I haven't seen this one yet.
La bellaj ĉevaloj.
Well, I was right.
Malgrandajn vostojn.
I was accidentally right. That's okay. Was it like stuck in the drain, or was it just turned around in a small one? Oh, it would be a kitten. Okay, so kato would be a cat, right? Katido would be a cat offspring. Very cool. And then what was the other one? ABLO? Abelon? What isn't? Would that be? That's not a horse, because that's a Abelo is a bee. Okay, so fly and bee were at least. Well, they're not close words, but I mean, at least they're both flying creatures.
La belaj ĉevaloj havas malgrandajn vostojn.
Oh, speaking of chevaloi, horses. So, the beautiful horses, belai, chevaloi,
La belaj ĉevaloj havas malgrandajn vostojn.
havas malgrandojn vostojn. This is tail again, right? Well, tails, because we have the J or the J modifier here. The beautiful horses have small tails. Because this is malgrandine, so not big. Muŝoj ne estas danĝeroj. You think vosto means neck? Do you think of that because of do you think of like a vest? Flies are not dangerous. That's not necessarily true. They do carry a lot of disease. I think I would, I have the feeling that I'm going to mix up vosto for tail and nocto for night, and I have no idea why I would mix those up because N starts with N, that should be, or night starts with N, and so does nocto, so it should be easy, but... Oh no, I'm not thinking of nocto, I'm thinking of vorto? You're not a child, but you do not like flies. Vespero, there you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mix up vosto and vespero. But I shouldn't. Because I think if I remember what bonan vespero is good night, right? Or good evening. Ĉu vi vidas la danĝerajn bestojn? Do you see, ĉu vi vidas, the dangerous bestojn, animals? Do you see the dangerous animals? Ĉu vi vidas la du, that's two, krokodilojn? Ĉu vi vidas la du krokodilojn? Do you see the two crocodiles? Now this is Gia, right? I haven't seen Gia in a very long time. So Gia is its. That's right, because I think we talked about Gia being different than Oni. Gia is like a generic, like that it, whereas Oni is more of the people, or when you talk about like, well, you know what they say, you're talking about Oni. Giavosto estas grande. Its tail is big. It's the first time we've had a big tail. They've all been small tails so far. They've been malgrande. Now ili estas grandaj. No, ili estas granda. Niai, this is our children, volas. Our children want kapti fishoin. So is this going to be a number maybe? No, to catch, to capture, kapti. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad that naturally worked out in my head. I actually tried to go backwards. Which sticker, the gamer tag ones or the controller? So our children want to capture fish, or want to catch fish. Capture is, I imagine, also fine, but.
La kato kaptas la muson.
La kato kaptas, again, is that the same, catches? La muson. So mouse and fly are going to be very, very similar, yeah? The gamer tag, thanks. I like them too. I got them on Etsy, actually. Etsy is a great place to get pretty much anything. I'm thinking about whether or not I should put one on. They gave me like 4 of them for $6 or something, and I keep trying to decide if I want to put one on my car or not. I don't know if I want people to know who I am, even though my neighbor follows me now. And that was weird. Now I can't look like an asshole because they follow me. Okay, so the cat catches the mouse, right? Mouse and fly are going to come up in an exercise later, I bet.
Kaj katoj ludas nokte. La hundoj kaj katoj ludas nokte.
La hundoj kaj katoj ludas nokte. Nokte?
La hundoj kaj katoj ludas nokte.
Nokte. La hundoj kaj katoj ludas nokte. So the dog and cat, so I like to say, or the hounds, if that makes it easier. The dogs and Coon, cats. Maybe my neighbor will start Esperanto. I think that would actually be really cool. He's a teenager, so it would be really cool to see kids his age involved with it instead of all of us old birds. Welcome to the stream, Amazulo. It's nice to see you. Again. The dogs and cats, ludas nocte. They play at night. Oh, they're too loud. They wake up the baby. Q, right? Q. Ella Cooney Klein estas blanca. So I think this is which. Okay, so it can be one. It doesn't necessarily need to be just which. It can be who, which, what. So we have a couple of different question designators. Then we have Q, which can be one, or we have chu, which is more of like a does thing. So which of the bunnies are white, right? Which of, or the rabbits. I guess bunnies and rabbits are different. Which of the rabbits is white? Chuck's always been an amazing supporter of new resources. If you follow which I know I always plug them, but the Duolingo Esperanto Learners group on Facebook is fantastic. And because this is a free program and because Esperanto is dedicated to building a culture of knowledge sharing and driving usage among beginners and driving original content, that is just, it's a great place to be. And even if you only do Esperanto, I did Esperanto back in 2015 and then stopped for a while and picked it back up again and started doing this as a way to do it again. And even then it was like falling right back into the same. All the people are just great. And that never changes. But it's what you put into it, right? It just attracts good people. Attracts people who care about other people. Ni amas niain kvar bovinoi. I feel like I keep wanting to do OJN as more of a like OIN noise. So we love our, I'm sorry, does that say 4 cows? Oh, 4 cows. I was looking at 4 grandfathers and I was like, no, I guess that would make sense. Maybe. The dog catches a fly. La hundo, the hound. Captas, captures. Mushon. Or mushon.
La kato manĝas musojn.
La kato manĝas musojn. So even though we just saw fly, there's no little hat over here on the S, so we know that that's a mouse. So the cat eats mice, many mice, because we have the J designate plural. I know. Does it show my age that I'm still on Facebook and I don't use all of the other social media stuff? Because it's really like it's an address book. Well, I guess I use Twitter and Instagram because of streaming, but I just can't. It's too many social medias. My bachelor's is in marketing, and I know too much about demographics and data collection to use multiple social medias, and I know Facebook is one of the worst ones, and they've just got their hooks in it. Which cow is theirs, right? Estas Elia? I've never heard of Telegram. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a Snapchat?
Infanoj amas Cooney Klein.
Or do you mean actual telegrams? I can never tell, is that the name of an app now, or are you referring to actual telegrams? Maybe we can just use pigeons again. 4chan? What is a B-tard?
Infanoj amas Cooney Klein.
Infanoj amas Cooney Klein.
Infanoj amas Cooney Klein.
This is a really intimidating looking word, Cooney Klein. Which is, thank God for the way Esperanto handles pronunciation. Oops, sorry. Hid my desktop. Children love rabbits. And they do. Oh, it's a real thing, huh? I'm gonna have to check it out.
Strigoj estas noktaj bestoj.
What? Oh, that's awesome! How have I never heard of this before? I've really got to get back into my resource collecting. Maybe this would be a good one to link at the bottom of my Twitch panels. Is it more like IRC or Discord where it's like chat based, or is it more like Reddit where it's like forum based?
Strigoj estas noktaj bestoj.
Strigoj, owls, estas noctoj bestoj. They're nocturnal animals. This really just means night, right?
Bovinoj ne trinkas lakton.
Bovinoj ne trinkas lakton. Cows do not drink. Well, they do when they're little. Chat-based. Yeah, Esperanto on Reddit, Esperanto on Discord. There's lots on Twitter. There's other resources for learning, like Lernu and Memrise, and there's the Passporto. I have on here. I think when I finish the tree. Sweet Lord, I've got so long to go on this tree. I think when I finish the tree, or maybe, I don't know if I need to finish it or not. When I feel a little bit more confident in the language, I think, I have a copy of the Legend of Zelda in Esperanto. I have a ROM, from like the Game Boy ROM, and I would really like to play that on stream.
Infanoj ŝatas hundidojn kaj katidojn.
I feel like live learning this has been totally different than, because I did Duolingo so long ago, but having people like Creed and Senestrulo, and well, now you as well because you're here, Amazulo, but having everybody here to talk about it is really helpful, because we come up with, all kinds of stuff. Some good, some bad, but like today I learned how to say LOL, the MDRs, and it always goes on some random topic.
Infanoj ŝatas hundidojn kaj katidojn.
Infanoj ŝatas hundidojn? Hundidojn kaj katidojn. Children they like puppies and kittens. So this IDO here is what Creed was talking about that designates that it's an offspring. So we have cat, offspring, multiples. A litter of kittens. I haven't used a Marikumu either. Yeah, my live stream is only 2 hours a week. I only do it Sunday mornings, the only two, because the rest of the time I've got the baby and stuff. So this is my time to be an adult, and so I spend it streaming, learning Esperanto. But I would like to. I think Senas Perula and I have talked about. And some people, Raymond Smith, I think, on the Duolingo Esperanto group, we've talked about maybe trying to find some games to do co-op Esperanto, but play, like, sitting around and playing poker together and speaking Esperanto would be, like, super fun. And if you want to get into streaming, casino is almost always a good one to stream. The Granda Blanca, the big white Shafo. Shafo? Is this Shafo or Shafo? Sheep. The sheepo. The best way to adult. It is the best way to adult. Le Grande Blanco Shafo ne estas Shafido lambs. Oh, I could eat a Shafido. The big white sheep is not a lamb. Oop. Shofo? Or shafo? Shofo. Not shafo. Shafo. Alright. No Y.
Catido estas ido de cato.
Catido estas ido? So you can use IDO as just a word on its own without using it as a suffix, huh? So cats are offspring, or kittens are offspring of cats. Or actually, it wants me to do a kitten. A kitten is a cat's offspring. This is something I gotta get used to too, doing the mother of the cat instead of the cat's mother. A in Esperanto is always going to be box, not bake. Bakes. Oh, if you're Midwestern, that's different because boxes for you are baxes, right? So you have baxes and bakes. Bakes. Sorry, that was so dumb. Creed hosted you? That's crazy. See, Esperanto is a very small world. But in, like, a good way. You lost Bix. Look at it, Esperanto bringing couch surfers together again. Have either of you done much traveling outside of the U.S. via Esperanto learners, Esperantists? Ĉu nigraj? Ursoj estas danĝeraj? 2 degrees of separation is very true, especially if you can use the groups as one of the degrees, then yeah. Twice, huh? What countries did you go to? Are black bears dangerous? Most bears are.
Ĉu la ĉevalo havas idojn?
Oh, you're in Germany. Montreal and Rome. Wow, that's very cool. I've only traveled to Asia on the military's dollar. I've never done the Esperanto passport services, but someday I need to get a passport first. I haven't had one since I haven't been enlisted.
Ĉu la ĉevalo havas idojn?
Does the horse have young, or does a horse have children or offspring? Could you speak of human children the same way? Would that be like homido? Jamaica. I would love to go to Jamaica. It's on my list, but I'm always worried that it's going to be more dangerous than I think it's going to be. Children like puppies and kittens in Fanoi. Shatas hundidoin. Kai katindoin. Katidoin.
Ĉu via hundido manĝas bone?
Brazil, Russia, and Japan. I imagine that with Brazil, especially a lot of South American languages can, a lot of the root words can be pretty similar to Esperanto. Japan would be way out in left field, but actually, depending on where you are in Japan, for like in Okinawa, for some reason, a lot of Japanese people speak Portuguese. And so if you speak Esperanto and they speak Portuguese, at least you might be able to get like a little bit back and forth. Yeah. That's really I feel like if you're going to travel, that's just the rules, right? Be polite and respectful, and people are. Or the other thing for me is like make an attempt at the language, or make an attempt to be aware of their cultural beliefs, and it's night and day. Like, people will treat you differently if you show that you respect where they're from.
Ĉu via hundido manĝas bone?
Ĉu via hundidoj manĝas bone? Does your puppy, right, via? Does your puppy eat well? We have a 6-month puppy. It eats pretty well.
Ĉu vi vidas la grandan brunan urson?
Hey there, welcome. Bonan tagon. It's not quite Christmas. We've got a couple of days until then. But since I'm a stay-at-home mom, holidays really don't mean anything. Every day is a stay-at-home day. I honestly, I can see that prescription. I feel coming back to America was not the country I left.
Ĉu vi vidas la grandan brunan urson?
I live in Seattle and don't at all feel safe in America. But I was walking around at the bars in Okinawa, and by myself at 3 a.m. riding a longboard around the island. Totally safe. Oh, you have Christmas. Today's Christmas Eve for you, isn't it? I didn't even think about the time change. Hey, while you're here, we were talking earlier about, do you refer to people from Poland as Poles or Polish? I've been, after I enlisted, I did Okinawa, I did some time in Guam, and I did some time in Alaska, it's still American, but it's considered overseas. So you guys say Polish. Yeah, we were thinking Poles. The term Poles sounded a little old-fashioned, but I'm sure the Duolingo course is more just for designating the difference between the language and the people. Pole is oh, really? Pole is field itself, so it is the land of fields. That is fascinating. Man, Seattle. A lot of people come and go from here. Like, I've lived here for only, actually, maybe 5 years now. Shoot, a while. And people are always coming and going out here since it's a major port city. I've gotten to meet up with quite a few people that I haven't talked to in years, just because they're like, "Hey, coming through Seattle." Okay, Ĉu vi vidas? Do you see la grandan brunan urson, the big brown bear? Oh, I forgot la.
Ĉu urso estas en nia domo?
Ĉu urso estas en nia domo? Oh, I should hope that there's not a bear in our house. So could I say, is a bear in our house, or do I need to say, is there? I feel like with estas, I probably need to use there.
Li ŝatas la belajn ŝafidojn.
Yeah, your baby's what, a year now? I think you're a little bit younger than mine, yeah?
Li ŝatas la belajn ŝafidojn.
Is a bear in our house should be fine. I'm sure that in colloquially in speech with people, probably fine. Yeah. Now that Chuck's in here, everybody who's normally like correcting pronunciations, like.
Li ŝatas la belajn ŝafidojn.
Li ŝatas la belajn ŝafidojn. If you think you're nervous about saying something wrong with him in the room, try being somebody who's butchering it live. He likes the beautiful lambs.
Li ŝatas la belajn ŝafidojn.
Ŝafidojn. Ŝafidojn. Li ŝatas la belajn ŝafidojn. 2 last month. Wow, I got the years wrong. Yeah, you're ahead. You're like, I kept thinking your kid was like 6 months behind me, but I think he's 6 months ahead. I haven't had any vacation or time off since he was born either. Oh, sorry. Really punched this thing in the face. Oh, come on, girl. Now my webcam's gonna be all shitty.
Ŝafidoj estas idoj de ŝafoj.
Ŝafidoj estas idioj de ŝafoj. So lambs are offspring of sheep. I was looking at mothers because I wanted to be like, oh, they're... What the hell is going on here? Sorry, I was going to look real bad for a second. There we go. That autofocus went all crazy.
Ĉu vi vidas la grandan brunan urson?
You're all checks shouting. This is actually... sometimes I can't decide if this is more nerve-wracking or if playing video games is more nerve-wracking. Because either way, it's all like skill and backseat.
Ĉu vi vidas la grandan brunan urson?
Ĉu vi vidas? Do you see? This is where I forgot la. So the big brown bear. All right. Thank gosh. Okay. So it's about 11:10, so we still have a little over 45 minutes or so of the stream. There's no way I'm going to make it out of here today, but I bet you next Sunday we might be able to make it. Maybe make it to the checkpoint? I don't know. Let's see. Let's get to food. I'm excited about food. So I am all about food. I went to culinary school and studied sustainability, and so I'm excited to learn to talk about food in Esperanto because cooking is such an important part of my family's daily life that it'll be a good, I'll be able to write shopping lists and write recipes, and then it's like, if you want to follow what you've written down, you better learn to speak it. I'm really excited about streaming games in Esperanto. I would like to do maybe co-op first with somebody who speaks a little bit more than I do. That way, if I get really stuck, we can figure it out together. Okay, so while we're looking at food, kiom is how much or how many. So we've seen kiu, which is which or what or where, but now we have kiom, which is going to be an amount, right? Like what amount? So when you say kiom da, the word of cannot be omitted like it can in English. So in English, we would say, how much bread do you eat? In Esperanto, you would need to say, how much of bread do you eat, or how much of the bread are you eating? Now, if you were to say, if you were to leave the of out, would it just be incorrect, or would it connotate something else? So if I was going to say, if I said, how much bread do you eat? And I didn't do the da, what would be, would it just be wrong? Would it just be wrong, or would it be like the difference between saying like, how much of that bread are you eating right now versus like, how much bread do you eat all up? I'm excited. Well, I'm sure that going through this, we'll come across it. And once you get it into usage, right? We have kiom. Okay, just straight incorrect. So there, you will put of or else. There is no secondary option. So kiom is used with age, right? Because it's quantity. So how old are you is kind of like, how many years are you? How much are you age-wise? Very cool. I'm surprised that, well, I was going to say I'm surprised it's not in the numbers and stuff, but I guess we haven't gotten there yet, and it would need to come sooner. Meat dishes. Ooh, all right. Let's talk about meat. People who like sustainability, like me, and especially I studied some butchery, we have a lot more in common with vegetarians and vegans than you would think. It's all about respect, ethics, using the most possible, keeping it sustainable, caring about waste. So this is something that in my professional career I'll need to learn, Esperanto food and meat dishes. So if we have a cow, it's a bovo. If we have a beef, it's a bovajo? Boveso? I have it down here as this J with the little hat makes like a JH or S noise. So it'd be Bovazo? Bovazo? Porcazo? Fishazo? Everything but the oink. So can you add the... If I was talking about cannibalism, would I put like HOMAJ? Would that mean like human meat? A is always a. Bovazo. Z, like pleasure. So, oh, it's the jo noise. ZJ. I had to rewrite all of these. My notes are getting smaller and smaller. So, bovajo. Yes? Bovajo? Homajo is human meat? Ooh, fascinating. And then, of course, I typo. The one time I actually type in my own chat, I typo the one thing. Okay, we have prepositions. So far we've learned sur, por, sen, de, da, kun. Yes. We went over how there's no accusative after prepositions when you're ending the sentence with them. So like you have your accusative here, but you do not have it after your preposition. Subjects or objects after ol. So ol is then, like remember pliol is more than. So ol is a conjunction word that follows a comparison, like pliol. We love her more than we love them. Yep. She loves the dog more than they love it. Yep. That doesn't seem any different than how we've used it in the past. So we'll see in the examples if it's any different. Kun and kune. So kun is with. So when we were talking about tomato supoin or tomatoin supoin, kun viando, right, with meat. But together would be like we went to the store together, right? Oh no! Don't tell me LOL correlatives. That sounds super intimidating. Okay, so question words start with ki or chu, yeah, because we have kium, kiu. So now we will introduce groups of words ending in om, which relate to quantity, because that's kium, right? So kium is really just like question many. Is that the anime? Oh, I've heard this song. Yeah, Cooney Klein. Songs are a great way to learn language. I love it. Okay, so if the English question, so all of these are just going to be ki, except for cu, or chu, I should say, instead of just spelling it out. I see what you're saying now. So this is kind of where, like the what, where, when, how, to. Okay. I imagine, so that's just going to be practice, right? Like I'm going to come across this a lot, but I am going to do, so what, Ash, I'm not going to write it down. Learn it, Brewhilda. Kiom, tiom, iom, and chiom are followed by da when they refer to quantities that are indefinite. So how much water are you drinking? He eats some cake. So it's not like he eats a slice of cake or she has a bottle of water. It's an indefinite quantity. When referring to a specific item or quantity that is preceded by la, so la kafo. So I'm eating some, right, because it's indefinite, of the big cake. Oh, I see. This is where you're saying, like, you need to use of, right? Because I wouldn't say, I'm eating some big cake. I'm eating some of the big cake. This is where, yeah, this is where I realize that every time I've been mad at something, I'm just like, oh, I was an idiot. That's on me. Oh, man. I feel like my camera's having a really hard time today. This autofocus is way broke. It's, I think, about new webcam time. I would like to use a real camera. Chushi trinkas. Chushi trinkas glasan de aquo. Is she drinking? Chushi trinkas a glass of water. We have no iom here because we have a definite, right? It is a glass of water.
Sofia trinkas iom da suco.
Sofia trinkas iom da suco. Suco is juice, huh? So Sofia drinks some juice. She's just having some of it. We don't know how much.
Kiom estas du kaj unu?
Kiom estas du kaj unu? So that is, kiom is how many? Yes. How many are two or one, right? So are there two or... How much is 2 and 1. Is that like a math question? Like how much is 2 plus 1? Or am I asking like... Okay, so this is like an addition. I was thinking how much is 2 and 1 in terms of like... I don't know what I was thinking. But that wasn't it. So I'm glad that was it. I've actually thought the system's always been pretty easy, and I know that it's really, really easy when you're first starting, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm checking off words and V and Li and Min and and then like you start getting into things like the accusatives and the plurals, and then you're like, all right, now I'm starting to slow down, and now you're getting into question modifiers, and then that kind of slows you down a little bit too. En uno tago, in one day, she drinks a liter of coffee. That's me. It was your sentence? It's okay, I just wasn't expecting math. Esperanto math is something I'm not ready for yet. In one day, I was going to say Sophia, she drinks a liter of coffee. I need to get some more coffee here soon. I guess I'll be done in a half hour. Select the word for juice. So we know that's suco. You can have glasa de suco. Glass of juice.
Li ne trinkas kafon en glaso.
Li ne trinkas kafon en glaso. He does not drink coffee in a glass. Maybe he uses a tumbler. Just pours it straight in his mouth. Sophia havas 3 grandajn glasojn. Sophia has 3 large glasses. Mi kuiras 2 literojn da tomata supa. Right. Mi cuiras 2 literon da tomato supa. I don't need to worry. When I think about how I would say that sentence naturally in English, I say like, I have 2 liters of tomato soup. But then I say it in Esperanto and I'm like, I have 2 liters of tomato soup. Like as fast as I can. I'm like, okay, like if I slow down and I say, I'm cooking 2 liters of tomato soup instead of trying to rush through it, I'll probably do a lot better. Mi cuiras, I'm cooking 2 liters da tomata supo. Adamo trinkas iom de la suco. So Adam drinks some iom. I like it rhymes, right? Some and iom. Drinks some of the juice. Or Adam is drinking some of the juice. Either of those would be correct according to Duolingo. Oh, liters and letters. Yeah, literoi versus leteroi. Is it more like litroi? Litroi and literoi? I think I'm adding an extra syllable into liters. Sophia havas 3 grandaj glasojn. She doesn't have beer, and she's not eating. How much is 1 and 2? Kiom estas 2 kaj 1? Litroj and leteroj. Yeah, litroj. Oh, and then also letters of the alphabet versus letters you send in the mail. So letters you send in the mail looks more like letters, whereas letters of the alphabet almost looks more like literature. Wonder if I can use that to help remember.
Ili aĉetas oranĝojn kaj vendas sukon.
Ili aĉetas oranĝojn kaj vendas sukon.
Ili aĉetas oranĝojn Kaj vendas sukon.
Sukon. Sukon. They buy oranges and sell them. Oh no, and sell juice. Yeah, literally, because that's what your letters are, literacy, right? Or the alphabet is all for literacy. Yeah. Literoi and literatura. That is an awkward sound. That is an awkward word in my mouth. Estas tro? I haven't seen tro. So this is too much or too many, troda. So if I had too many kittens, troda catidoi. A letter tower. Oh man, we're gonna get some really good tongue twisters out of this, and then we'll do an after hours stream where we learn to cuss, and I'll get drunk and try to do Esperanto tongue twisters. That'd be the worst. So there's too much. Is this sugar? So sugar and juice are very similar. Suco and suquero. There's too much sugar in my tea. Ugh, I hate that. There's always too much sugar in tea. Esperanto drunk stream. Yeah. Esperanto drunk stream complete with Duolingo snipers. Ne estas butero? Buttero?
Ne estas butero sur mia pano.
Ne estas butero sur mia pano. There's no butter on my bread. A butty old bread. I've got the worst mouth. I don't know if I should learn to cuss in Esperanto. Although I could cuss in front of my kid and he wouldn't know, and then if he repeated it at school, it wouldn't be a big deal. I used to, whenever I talk to like really young people who are like 10 or 11 and they're like, why do you learn Esperanto? I'm like, what if you could just like write in your diary and your parents couldn't read it? And they're like, oh. And then like what, they're gonna type it into Google? The whole thing? No.
La tomata supo gustas bone.
You do the Da Vinci method and write it backwards in Esperanto instead of in Polish. It was Polish, right? La tomato supa gustas?
La tomata supo gustas bone.
La tomata supa La tomata supa gustas bone.
La tomata supo La tomata supo gustas bone.
La tomato supo tastes. So I could say it tastes good, or I can say it's delicious, which is bon gusta. They're easy for you, huh? All the shishes and the J's and the I don't even know what those words mean. That's what Sasha Serchas Sharecoin Sir Shosil. There is a lot of tea in la tazo. There estas multa tio in la tazo.
Mi ŝatas la guston de ĉokolado.
She searches for jokes on a highway. I love it. With Sasha? Or with Sophia, rather. Mi ŝatas la guston
Mi ŝatas la guston de ĉokolado.
de cioccolato. Mi ŝatas la guston de cioccolato. I like the taste of chocolate. Mi aĉetas kvar bluan telerojn por mia patrino. I buy 4 blue plates for my mother. Yeah. Or I am buying 4 blue plates for my mother.
Mi ŝatas la tason de la knabo.
Mi ŝatas la tason de la knabo. Tason, that's the cup, right? I like the cup of the kid, of the boy. What?
Mi ŝatas la tason de la knabo.
I like the boy's cup. That always takes me a long time to translate the de la. I like the taste of chocolate. Mi ŝatas la guston de cioccolato. Now this says mi ŝatas the bongusti de cioccolato. Cioccolato. But if bongusta is delicious, what ends in I in Esperanto? Well, if I were to say like manji, right? Would that be more like I like tasting? Or I like the deliciousness of chocolate rather than I like the taste of chocolate? Wonder if there's a discussion on this. Long bongusti just doesn't make any sense. I would think that I guess you can't make it's not bongustas, it's bongusta, right? Oh. Nothing there.
La knaboj manĝas picon sen teleroj.
La bongusti would be... Well, just bongusti would be to have a good taste. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it would mean like the good taste or like... Okay, so bongusta is only delicious and has nothing to do with taste, only it's just an adjective, right? It can't be used as a... Yeah, you know.
La knaboj manĝas picon sen teleroj.
La knaboj manĝas picon sen teleroj. Teleroj?
La knaboj manĝas picon sen teleroj.
So the boys, because we have a J there, the boys are eating eating pizza without plates.
La knaboj manĝas picon sen teleroj.
Sen teleroj.
Mi ne volas buteron sur mia sandviĉo.
Oh, so bongusta is just, you're already taking... I see. I didn't even think about breaking that up into the... That should have been obvious. How did I not look at that and just obviously see good and taste in that? Thank you.
Mi ne volas buteron sur mia sandviĉo.
Mi ne volas buteron sur mia sandviĉo. I do not, or I don't want butter on my sandwich.
La telero estas blanka.
La telero estas blanca. The plate is white. See, now plate is whenever I look at Tolero, I think Letero. And so I was looking at this and I was like, oh, the letter is white. I guess I just like, I think if I see a word that's more than like 5 letters, I should just try and I should be like, okay, that's a compound word. What can it break down to? What can it break down into?
Porkaĵo estas pli bongusta ol bovaĵo.
It's meat time. Porcajo estas pli bongusta ol bovaso? No, I need the help with that one.
Porkaĵo estas pli bongusta ol bovaĵo.
Bovajo. Porcajo
Porkaĵo estas
estas
pli bongusta ol
ol
bovaĵo.
bovajo. I want to put an L here and say bovajo. Bovajo. Gusto is taste. Gusti is to taste, right? The way that mangi is to eat. And then if it's so if I was to say gustas, Gustas, would that be like tasting? Pork. So porcajo estas pli bongusto ol is more delicious than directly bovajo, beef.
Suko ne estas manĝaĵo, sed trinkaĵo.
Suko ne estas
Suko ne estas manĝaĵo, sed
manĝaĵo.
trinkaĵo.
Suko ne estas manĝaĵo, sed trinkaĵo. So juice is not a food, but drink. I'm surprised I didn't have another A to put there, because I couldn't say not and food. Oh, pastajo? So this AJO doesn't just mean meat. Does it just mean food? Is it just the food modifier? Is anything AJO food?
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
Lots of stuff. The what it's made of. Beef is cow stuff. Human meat is people stuff.
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
Fiŝaĵo.
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
Fiŝaĵo sur la telero. Here is meat and fish. Fiŝaĵo. For the plate. On the plate. Hey there, Nano. No. Hi there, Nano. Nice to see you.
Sofia ne manĝas kokaĵon.
Nano is you're a streamer as well, right? But I know you through Grieger2424, which is someone I follow and a prominent streamer as well that I used to work with here in Seattle a long time ago when I was a wee lass.
Sofia ne manĝas kokaĵon.
Sofia ne manĝas. She does not eat.
Sofia ne manĝas.
Oh,
Sofia ne manĝas kokaĵon.
kokajon. So kokajon would be, well, koko is chicken, right? Or, yeah. And then AJO is chicken stuff. So chicken.
Ili ne manĝas porkaĵon.
Ili ne manĝas porkajon?
Ili ne manĝas porkaĵon.
Ili ne manĝas porkajon. They do not eat pork. The pork meats.
Mi ŝatas fiŝaĵon en la supo.
Mi ŝatas fiŝaĵon. So I like fish. Mi ŝatas fiŝaĵon. Oh man, I cannot. Whew, I keep wanting to really run over that. You ate shark in Reykjavik? Ooh, that sounds terrible. Well, not Reykjavik. Reykjavik sounds great. Sheriff Mongo has been there a couple of times and really loves Reykjavik. It's always on our list of places to maybe move one day. I like fish in the soup.
Ne estas sukero sur la kokaĵo.
Ne estas sukero sur la kokaĵo. So there's no sugar on the chicken. Okay. There's no sugar on the chicken. I guess they're not doing barbecue. Is that a food? Ĉu tio estas... Okay, so we have manj, which is eating, right? Or to eat. So manĝaĵo, which is the eat stuff, the food, right? Fabulous. Ĉu vi aĉetas oh, my Lanta. Now this is me. That is an intimidating looking word if you didn't know that, like, okay, so manja is food, right? Or manja is eating. AJO means stuff, so it's food stuff. And then JN just means that there's a lot of it, right? So, are you buying ĉu vi aĉetas food for Nia's us, yes? So are you buying food for us? I'm surprised that I wouldn't have to use iom here. Ĉu vi aĉetas iom manĝaĵojn por ni? Maybe that's defensive Duolingo. Maybe I'm becoming more defensive than the Duolingo. La manĝoj, la manĝaĵoj estas bongustoj. The food is delicious. I like to eat stuff. Big fan. Ĉu vi havas buteron? No. Buteron. Kai bovaĵo. Bovaĵo. Do you have... Does it say butter and beef? Because that sounds delicious.
Jen
Yeah.
viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
So iam da would be some amount of food, and I assumed that you would have to use that instead of just saying are you buying food?
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero.
Jen viando kaj fiŝaĵo sur la telero. Here, voila. Here is meat and fish. Sur la table, sur la telero, sur la... Where's the... Oh, here we go. On the plate. What do you think? Who's ready for some beef and broccoli, or some beef and broccoli, some butter and beef tonight? I feel like I could always eat butter and beef.
La kelnero kaj la kelnerino vespermanĝas kune.
I think I would put butter and beef above bacon, but I don't know that I'd put it above pork belly. Yeah, main course is butter, and then you just sprinkle a little bit of like those bacos, but beef. I just sprinkle that on top. Yeah. Well, if the doctor doesn't speak Esperanto, he doesn't need to know about it.
La kelnero kaj la kelnerino vespermanĝas kune.
La Kelnero. We haven't seen this yet. Kelnero, the waiter. Kai la Kelnerino? Kelnerino, the woman waiter.
La
the waitress.
kelnero kaj la kelnerino vespermanĝas kune.
I'm not from the Midwest. I'm from the West Coast, so everybody's all, like fried eggs and avocado and arugula. Which I love all of those things too, but I also love butter. Yeah, you'd have to fry it too. Maybe you could make it into some sort of beef funnel cake. Okay, the waiter and the waitress. So they're eating dinner together, right? So we have Cooney is together, not just with, and we have vespermanjas, which is the dinner meal. It's night, right? It's evening meal. I've never had avocado butter. That seems like something that I should have obviously had, right? Is it just avocado pressed into the shape of butter, or is it like a compound butter?
Ĉu ili mendas 4 kilogramojn da fragoj?
Ĉu ili mendas? They're ordering. So, to vendas is to sell something, to mendas is to order something, and to achetas is to sell something. Ooh, my tummy's rumbling. Did you guys hear that? I could hear that through my headphones. Ĉu ili mendas? Are they ordering for kvar? Kilogramojn? The fragoi? Fragoi. Fragoi, because it's a hard G. Are they ordering 4 strawberries? No, 4 kilos of strawberries. The word for menu, menuo. So, mendas al menuo.
Mi flaras la vespermanĝon.
Now I'm going to have to look it up. Because I bet that would be delicious on, I bet I could just put that on every BLT for the rest of my life. Li flaras. He smells dinner. Or he smells the evening meal, rather.
La butero ne odoras bone.
La butero ne odoras bone. Oh. I don't think we want to eat that butter with beef, guys. The butter does not smell good. What? Oh. Does not smell good. I just went full caveman on that sentence. Menuo and not menoo. Minnow? Really? So is a U pronounced like an O? I don't think I have that on here. I'm looking at all my pronunciations. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got the link, I'll bring it up.
Gasto.
Li estas mia gasto?
Li estas mia gasto.
He is my guest. Okay. Li estas mia gasto. Ooh, Alden Brown, huh? He knows what's up. I'll leave this tab open and look at it later. It is a compound butter. Oh, yeah. I was making a prime rib for dinner, but now it's going to be prime rib and avocado. It won't. That would be terrible. La restauracio havas multajn bonajn gastojn. It's more like Gaston than it is guest. The restaurants has many good guests. Oh, that's good.
Mi volas mendi porkaĵon aŭ bovaĵon?
Minoo. Oh, okay. Minoo. Not. Wait. Wait. You mean Minoo, not Minoo? You know what? I bet you if I give this enough exercises, it'll. I need a little pronunciation, dude. Mi volas mendi. So I want to order. Yeah, so it's okay, so I'm saying menu, right? I'm saying menu o instead of, is it more like menuo? Well, let's see, the stress should be on the second syllable, right? Menuo? Menuo. It's just in here.
Mi volas mendi porkaĵon aŭ bovaĵon?
Mi volas mendi porkaĵon aŭ bovaĵon. I want to order pork or beef. Oh. Menoo. Menoo. Oh, I see, because I'm saying menu instead of meno. Okay. You're right. You know, Creed, I think you might be right about, yeah. I'm going to run into, it's the same as, there was another word that I just couldn't pronounce. Was it Australio? Australio? Because I just kept saying it like the English, and I couldn't say, I just kept saying Australia. There's still an O before it's just not a U. So, menuo. Menuo. Are they ordering 4 kilos of strawberries? The menu is very long. So, it is... I think you guys do wonders for my pronunciation. Can you imagine if I had been running this entire thing and like nobody had watched it, and then I was just uploading all these videos on YouTube, and like I just wrecked it so bad. But that's why I wanted to do this live stream, because I thought that that was one of the problems that stopped me from learning Esperanto earlier, was that even though I was working with people on like online, it's different to chat live with people, even when you're doing it voice via chat. It's different. Does your girlfriend speak Polish and English? Does she speak Esperanto?
Unu kilogramo da pano estas multe.
So 1 kilogram of bread is a lot. Oh no, yo.
Mi povas flari la oranĝojn.
Does your Esperanto make Polish easier, or does it make it harder? Because do you pronounce things the Esperanto way instead of the Polish way? Or do you just default to English when you're like... Because I feel like the faster I talk, the more I just default back to the English version, or the English pronunciation of the word. Menjuo. Well, I guess Hawaiian. Well, yeah. Menuo. Menuo. I just gotta drop the Y. So it helps with grammar more than it helps with Esperanto helps you more with grammar than it does pronunciation.
Mi povas flari la oranĝojn.
Mi povas. I can. Flari. I can smell the oranges. All right. I think we can get maybe one more food lesson in.
Mi tre ŝatas dolĉan
Oh,
ananason.
good. That was right. Good. Menuo. Yeah. If you've done nothing today, know that you've taught one stranger on the internet the correct pronunciation of one word, and I will use it all day. I'm gonna be like, "What's on the dinner menu?"
Mi tre ŝatas dolĉan ananason.
I like dolchan. Sweet. This almost looks like a dulce, like a Spanish, like dulce de leche, sweetened milk. Dolchan, ananason. Oh, my pineapples are here. I love my pineapples. I like sweet pineapple. See, this is where they were. Yeah, very much is where I almost forgot. Now I'll have someday with my culinary degree, I'll start a restaurant and I'll just name it Menuo. It'll be all Esperanto. Chula Biscuito? I want to say biscuit vito, and that's not right. Biscuito. Biscuitoi. Chula biscuitoi estas dolchoi. Dolchai? Dolchai. Is this the duck video?
Do, mi nun estas ĉe Jake.
Oh my gosh, I've
Volas
seen
surprizon
this.
por li. Mi volas filmi ion.
We'll give us a minute. You gotta at least see the front door reaction. I'm gonna have to learn about
Jake!
ananas foie gras.
Estas Chuck Smith.
Look at this guy's gonna have a heart attack.
Mi havas por vi. Mi havas ideon. Fari ananas. Oh.
It's so weird to hear people just like speaking a conversation in Esperanto.
Mi havas anason? No.
Fakte,
Mi porti.
I've definitely gotta watch through. I've gotta rewatch this later. It's been some time. What was it? Probably a year old. Where are we at? Year and a half. Yeah, and then all my servers are gonna mispronounce it. They'll be today on the menuo. We have anananaso with a side of ananas. I lied. I think it's noon now, so I think I'll actually use the video as a good time to stop today's stream. But thank you to everybody who joined along the Esperanto stream, and for everybody for all of you guys for helping with my pronunciation and making Esperanto something that I'm not just learning, but I'm actually using. Because using it here with you guys and trying to figure out, like, even when you're just talking in the chat, I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, what does that word mean? I can figure it out if I look at it hard enough, which is fantastic. I was gonna look at hosting somebody today, but there aren't. I feel like every time nobody streams on Sundays, and by the time I get to noon, nobody's on anymore. So, or nobody's on yet, because it's always later in the day. But I will still be on next week, and hopefully all of the weeks after. And I'm a little bit behind on uploading YouTube videos because I had to go through converters and stuff and editors recently. So I'll get some more YouTube videos up this week, and then hopefully I'll get all of these back out on Reddit and YouTube and Twitter and all of that stuff too, so you can continue to learn along the Duolingo Esperanto journey. If you have Duolingo, you can always add me. I'm just Brewhilda on Twitch and Duolingo, or you can find me on Twitter at Hey Brewhilda or Instagram at Hey Brewhilda. And You'll probably just see me all over the internet. I'm pretty much the only Brewhilda that exists, so it makes it a little bit easier. Gisela, it was so nice to meet you, or to talk with you all again. And I'm going to send you over to stackup.org, which, if you don't already know what it is, it's a veteran organization that helps do morale for troops who are serving overseas, or, they help people who are done with their service kind of reintegrate using games as escapism. So if you support veterans and streamers, then I'll just send you all over there. If not, I'll see you next week at 10 a.m. And then maybe we'll talk about doing a drunk stream. Gisela, thank you.